This poem's called You Are Sane. Hey, you, there in the back, standing in the shadows, hanging your head in shame because all you feel is blame. I see you. Hey, you, smiling, laughing, happy in the middle of the crowd, yet totally numb when there's no one around, lying in fright from your demons in the middle of the night. I see you. Hey, you, opening your chest and bearing every wound with an open mind and heart and soul, wanting nothing more than to help those who need it the most. I see you. Hey, you, laying in the street in little more than the skin you were born in, drugged, beaten, robbed through no fault of your hand, suffering more than anyone could ever understand, the mugging, the cry for help, the resulting self-harm. They blame you for it all, but I know it's not your fault. I see you. Hey, you, carrying the weight of everything, yet feeling shame. Relentless voices won't stop. They always victim blame, wanting everything to end, yet holding on tight despite living in the darkness while always seeking light. Overwhelmed with it all, yet completely alone, wanting nothing more than to feel the warm embrace of home. I see you. Hey, you behind the microphone, front and center on this stage. It took so many years to find you, a beating that left you with nothing but PTSD, anxiety, being shrunk, abandoned by those that matter when you needed them the most, left misunderstood, invisible, unheard, unseen through manipulation and narcissism of those you believed in, breaking their view to find power, worthiness, self-love in you. I finally see you too. Thank you.
Love is that mysterious alchemy that turns the base metals of life into gold. Love is the magic potion that stops the heart from growing old. Love grants both joy and sadness to those brave enough its gifts to enjoy. Love forgives every contrivance that a wounded soul would employ. Love is loath to seek reward, for what is offered is freely given. Love has no need for retaliation, never can it be so hard driven. Love surrenders to the other, though it never abandons fond dreams. Love walks the 1,000th mile, and when all else fails, love redeems. Love is shy or wild, depending, can be impulsive or circumspect. Love, in any case, adapts to anything. Ask anyone. Can be disheveled or oh so discreet. Love learns from the past, knows the future is sacrifice, is a savior in search of a cross. Love peeks around corners or crashes through doors, in time recovers from every loss. Love is a witness for a desperate defense, recalled almost instantly for the prosecution. Love does not lie, simply asks what is true, proceeds to deny any longing for retribution. Love pleasures itself alone or with many, holds hands with the solitary and the avowed. Love sees its reflection in all manner of beauty, will not under any circumstances be cowed. Love envelops, then releases its object of desire, waits expectantly or does not care for a reprise. Love suspects deep down that any response will be fine, smiles approval or wipes tears from sad eyes. Love welcomes enchantment, allows the illusion, suffers to make real the dream every day. Love realizes, for love feels its own every mood, that a blind eye turned may sometimes be the best way. Okay, thank you.
A stitched up self I will not put on for your idle eye that lazily demands that all conforms to what you see, think, imagine is typical, normal, customary. There is no uniform for human beings. I slip out of any uniform you envision. Your neurotypicalities, monocracies, universalities can no longer seek to encompass everything under the sun. Now, everything bursts out of old seams. Do not demand I think and walk as you do, My mind is not yours. You don't have it. You don't own it. Let's get your demanding gaze off me. I do not want to resent you. I throw off, push back with anger. Not to knock you over, but to get your hand off my shoulder, your expectations out of my life. Let me go my own way, and we will be loving fellows on diverse paths. Slowly, your expectations thrust on me in childhood and daily leave my heart, and impurities seep out of my skin, breathing free now that your collars and cuffs are unraveled. Slowly, I feel more myself, uncovered, unrestricted, swinging my body as I please without constructed boundary. But your power over me is not yet gone. Your uniforms still parade outside and dominate our histories. In my hands, I unstitch restrictive seams. And if I may, I'll add a second poem. It's a very, very different tone, but they do go together in some way. It's only short. Oh, I lost it. Sorry, no, maybe I won't then, because I just lost it.
Oh. Thank you. You find it, let us know. It was very nice to hear from you.
I found it. Okay, here we go. So, be as water now, you who fear the change. Rain heavy on the ocean. You once buoyed by air, vaporous skating across skies. Grow too ripe. Do not cling to your lightness. Let your own weight pull you down from the heavens. Mourn not the fall. Delight in the thick dance of your descending, like an angel incarnating out of love for the touchable earth. Let the ground feel you now.
Lights, camera, action. I want to share perspective. 400 years of oppression and we are still screaming, no, we are not dead. We are alive and kicking, still working hard to free our people, staying true to ourselves like Kunta Kinte, putting out the damage fueled by religion, covering the scars inflicted on our ancestors. Luta continua, Congress. The rebellion will end the day we rule ourselves. The rebellion is no longer against the white man, but against the black man who went to war with the white man, came back victorious, screaming, yeah, 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 we got the land, only to shade between himself and his friends, neglecting the people. See, I don't believe that colonialism ended in 1980. No, it just changed faces. Do pardon me for not celebrating April 18. I was born on November 1897, but no, I wasn't born free. I survived Robert Gabriel Mugabe, but no, I'm not sure if I'll survive the current one, because every day I find myself writing letters to him, asking what he meant by Second Republic, legalizing freedom of speech. But when we speak, they snatch us from our kids and mercilessly beat our bodies. But no, 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 we'll never conform to the system if we do not change it before we die. Trust me, we are going to manipulate it so that the kids who come after us can pick up and continue the struggle until all greed is eradicated. Peace, yo.
Bedside window welcome, another new day, soft yawn, open mouth, warm welcome, dawn sun, awakening. Every day I rewrite the score lines that boundary my inner safety. Every new day I recompose the music of myself. Violins string together the green shoots with the old wood forest. Carve the knots into a canoe, a life raft to float the misplaced universe inside of me. Every new day, I perform a ritual as a reminder, not because I'm a slow learner, but because I am a fast forgetter. And that's why I write my reflections down each night, so that when I wake, I can read and recall the lines of my own script. These are my lessons on how to live my life without regret, my daily reminders so I don't quickly forget. So if, for example, Do not go to the cafe between 7:30 and 9 a.m. This time bracket captures the morning rush. Other people are busy. The cafe will not be cozy. You will not be able to read poetry. The staff will not be happy. Stay home and make coffee on the stove. Urinate before a long car ride. The undulate your hips and squeeze urethra dance is ineffective in a seated position. You may as well take your foot off the pedals and press it into your own bladder. This is uncomfortable, and traffic will always be worse than you anticipate. Leave early in time to get lost and find where it is you're headed for once you realize you are not at your destination. Don't look at your phone first thing in the morning. Take a moment with yourself. Invite sunlight to caress your eyelids before the screen backlight tongue punches your skull. Mum hasn't called. Your brother is still breathing. The world turns. First things must always come first. Don't hide from the shame of last night. You were feeling lonely and ate half a block of chocolate. That does not mean you have to eat the other half to dispose of the crumbling evidence. Forgive yourself, and save some chocolate for your future self so that you may forgive yourself again. And bring a jacket, bring a change of socks. Just because your family is from the sea salt of the Atlantic does not mean you are immune to a chill. When it is cold, you needn't be an iceberg. Don't be lonely. Learn to approach people at social occasions and parties. Sit by a fire. Stay warm. And last but not least, kiss your lover. This poem, like every poem, is about love. Take this as a reminder. You are not a slow learner of love. You are just a fast forgetter that love is a verb. Every day, I set a reminder. I am love. Thank you.
This is my final poem for the night. It was written because one label that's often applied to me is sweet. And whilst there's worse things to be called, this is my poem in retaliation. It's called Lolita Maimed a Little Man. I am more than just sweet. Not just a Candy Crush sugar rush treat, sweet meat for you to eat out of the hand of a predator. I guzzle champagne in thirsty French kisses, Marie Antoinette clad in shiny black leather. Saint or sinner, I keep them guessing, keep messing with their one-track minds, till they find themselves lost in the saucer eyes of a wolf's spell, black widow in Lolita shell. Venus infers. What is it you infer, monsieur? That I frighten them by draping the trophy skins of my lovers so casually around my naked shoulders? I'm more than just sweet. I want you to lick the salt off my honeyed limbs, drink in the sin of my desire, teasing your taste buds, caviar pearls popping with pleasure under your tongue. I am more than just sweet. Come, taste me. Thank you.